Does it sound weird when anybody calls you that?
It doesn't though. People who know me like from way back actually still call me George.
Okay, like your schoolmates and
yeah,
things
schoolmates,
like that.
and people I grew up in the same neighborhood with. But then they've all migrated to the Kwabena.
I see.
Yeah.
You know, when I call you Offa George and when I see you now, I'm beginning to look like, why is Kwabena Kwabena beginning to look to me like a Pat Thomas? I don't know if you get that.
I get that a lot,
Yeah.
and you know, he's my mentor too. Like, yeah, when I started music, he's one of the legends I look up to. Yeah, his vocal prowess and how talented he is as a musician. So I'm glad to be likened to such a great legend.
I can imagine. But you've been away for far too long. We missed you. The last time I heard from you musically, like with an album, was in 2017 or so.
2018.
2018, rather?
Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah, that's when we released Ashesi. Yeah, and you know, we just had to take a little break and you know, cook something else and restructure a lot about the brand as well.
What was the break for? Like, you know, you're talking about restructuring, but I tend to think that maybe the break was because, you know, the Ashasi album wasn't in our face like maybe the previous albums that you have done. Was there like some discouragement that said, okay, let me just go and rest, maybe the people are not ready for me again?
The name of the album suggested everything. It said Ashesi, which signifies beginning. And the album was actually designed to kind of, it was a new template for the high life genre. And it was something I planned with the legend, Mr. Kwabena. And we actually churned that album to actually inform the future of high life music. So I knew it was going to take time. I mean, a song like Oba is on that
and it's a song a lot of people love.
You know what I mean? Tuemuda is on that album as well. And, you know, a whole lot of good stuff. Obiasa and Nsesa also on the album. Like, it's become people's favorite over time. And I knew that's what was going to happen because it was something new.
So you don't get worried that it had to take time to grow on people, unlike previously when we had Aso, it was all over the place, Royal Lady was all over the place. You know, some of your songs were just when it hit, you know, people are singing it and it's all over. But, you know, Shasi, like you're saying, it's taking time to grow on people. You didn't get worried about that.
Matter of fact, all my songs I've gone through the same kind of it grows on people, and people tend to actually get to understand the lyrics, get to catch the vibe before they jump to it. But with respect to Ashesi, it took a little time because of, like I said, the project and the direction we're taking the project. But then, apart from anything, I also took a little rest because it had been 5 albums, and I had to, you know, look at things and restructure.
And now you're back after 3 years. That's, you know. I hear it's a 13th track album.
Yeah.
Famesa. Is it Famesa or Famesa?
Famesa.
Yeah, Famesa. I then Bibi Nyena when I say like, okay, just manage me like that. You know. Well, why did you say Famesa?
Famesa in the context of being content. Not Famesa is in Senitibia Famesa. Famesa is Famesa, like the whole album is directed towards contentment, and contentment in all aspects, you know what I mean? We should be content with our music, content with our entertainment space, be proud as Ghanaians, and everything that you have, you need to be content.
On that note, I'll ask, are you content with yourself?
So content.
You are?
Wow, I couldn't be even more. Very content, appreciative, and I bless the Lord for what He gave me. I am so excited about myself.
Do you think that people are excited the way you are about your craft and about you as an individual?
I tell you what, since we made the announcement, the love is so deep. I really feel missed. And it's so amazing. I'm so sorry, guys. I stayed so late.
Exactly, because I was going to say that people who have waited for too long. All you do is tease us with you cooking on social media, you catching fish somewhere on social media, and we're like, okay. Is it that you're just saying, okay, I'm Kwabena Kwabena anyway, so whether I give you music or not, I'm still Kwabena Kwabena?
No, what it is it was a period to enjoy. I mean, the beautiful high life music. I mean, the new generation is producing right now. You realize that the space is amazing right now. Like, we don't really have foreign music. We don't have lots of foreign music on our airwaves. We have lots of our new generation musicians actually taking it on the airwaves, and it's amazing. So I mean, it was a great feeling for me to also catch a bit of a breath.
Rest, but it's exciting to know that you are excited as well about the new crop of artists that we have, because most often when you speak to legends and people who have gone ahead of these young ones, it's more of a complaint and concern that they're diluting our high life. A lot of them are not doing high life, they're doing Afrobeats, and we're losing our culture and all of that. I don't think that you get that feeling.
Matter of fact, I actually have a different opinion, because these are very young, upcoming, let me put it that way, because we're still young, because we all been at that stage before, and at this stage all you need is encouragement, all you need is some tuition, you know what I mean? So I believe it's rather should be encouragement and trying to teach them what not to do and what to do than the criticisms.
Are you able to make time for them? Like, do you call them just by yourself?
Yes. There are a few I have in contact with, and they talk to me, I talk to them. Anytime they need anything, they come to me. So
you don't come across as somebody that is quite approachable.
Yes, I am. I am very approachable.
You don't come across as you are.
Really, I don't.
You come across as you're very stern and you're all by yourself, and like people don't. I get a feeling that you feel like people don't like me, so I don't like them either.
No, I am quite a bit reserved. So you might see it like that. I am somebody who likes to be in my corner. But then when I let you into my space, you really enjoy me. Yeah, that's the kind of person I am. I don't really put how I am out there like that, but unless you are in my circle, unless you are closer to me before you get, so I'm very, very approachable. You can ask out there.
I see. Yeah. Maybe we need to find out some more. But your skill in writing is quite commendable. A lot of people talk about your songs and how they listen to the deep lyrics you've got. But one thing that amazes a lot of us is that you're able to write for gospel folks, and they have songs that are hitting charts. And this is Kwabena Kwabena, everybody looking like at like a secular artist.
I'm a musician, Miss G. I am a musician, and I feel that's that. I mean, I'm a musician, and I just take everything I do in terms of my craft very seriously, and I'm passionate about it. That's about that.
And even writing gospel comes to you with the ease that you write your own secular in quote songs come to you.
You see, we on earth have been able to name things. Anyway, the Lord Almighty asked us to name things, so that's okay. Yeah, but then in the sight of God, everything is the same. That's what I believe, because there's music which we in the world have termed secular, which actually does a lot in terms of saving lives and making people feel special, making people feel get hope or feel hope again. And it has nothing to do with or those songs are not religious or whatever it is, but then they are doing what they have to do. So for me, I don't really see them as, I don't see nothing as secular or something as gospel, something as inspirational.
So Tokro should be classified as what?
Tokro is such a beautiful love song. Yeah.
So she didn't say it's a secular song?
No, it's a love song. You could play with your husband. And you could play with your boyfriend. You could play with your fiancé.
But it's not gospel?
No, it's not. You see, it's music. So what's gospel? Gospel is good news. It's gospel. Since it's good news, you see, when you ask what is gospel, gospel is good news. So anything that brings good news is gospel.
I see. Yeah. I presume that love brings good news as well.
There you go.
So we say Tokro is gospel.
And God is love.
Yeah. So all that. but again, with you writing for these gospel, I interviewed Ohima Messi here who talked about you writing Otimimu. Prior to that, you wrote one also that was huge. I can't remember you remember the title of the song?
Which apart from it,
you wrote one for her years ago. I can also remember now. And you're trying to figure out, very hard to remember.
Yeah, so many songs.
And then you did your own gospel, which
be
acquiring, which a lot of people said that you decide to do yourself because you didn't get credit from gospel artists back then when you were writing for them.
That's so not true. Where do people get all this?
Well, that's what we heard.
That's so not true. I don't know. I don't. There's no gospel artist who has even approached me apart from Ohima Mercy. So that's what it is. So it's Ohima who actually, knows when and what I can also offer. So whenever she's working on an album, she reached out, and then what I can also do, I do for her. So,
others have not reached out to you. Other gospel folks have
no,
not
nobody has reached out.
But it's amazing that people like Koda feel like you are special, you are God sent, and you just like Ohima says. Ohima says that she believes that one day you become a pastor. Koda also thinks that there's something special about you, that we shouldn't even classify you as a secular artist.
Thanks for the compliment, guys. But what it is I be myself. I try to be myself as possible, and whether to be a pastor or whatever they say, what it is you don't even have to have a clerical, be identified or be named as a pastor to do God's work.
You don't think that God will call you soon? Your mother
I'm already doing God's work. Meiji, because for all they know, they're saying I'm a pastor, but I am. I've been doing God's work since.
How come we don't see that?
Do you know how many marriages I've saved?
Oh, tell me.
You know how many relationships I've saved? But I couldn't save mine.
I like the fact that you brought that in yourself. I didn't talk about it.
I couldn't save mine.
But you still have hopes?
Of course, I still believe in love. Yeah, I do.
You walk down the aisle again? When
I fall in love. I have never fallen in love.
You have never?
Yeah.
Oh, so what happened all these years?
Let's leave it at that. But I love everything about everything that has happened in the past. I learned a lot, and I feel like it makes me a better person. And if I might have wronged anybody in the past, I'm sorry. Because
because of this, I like the fact that you are also saying sorry to them. Because of these things, people have. When I posted your flyer on my status, a friend says, I used to like this guy, but I don't like. So I said, why? He said, Insempi. And I'm sure people have formed perceptions about you from the stories you've heard on the streets. People call you all sorts of names. You think that you're losing a bit of the love that you have?
You see, I'll tell you what. The most famous person who ever walked on the surface of the earth, which is Jesus Christ, he suffered more than I have suffered. So who am I? Who am I? Jesus suffered more than I am suffering. So if people would describe me based on their own perception, that's fine. But you got to know me. You got to know me. But then it's okay. It's okay because I'm in the public eye, and people will form their own opinions. But all I'm going to say is you need to know somebody to actually draw conclusions.
But you're apologizing to them.
Yes, I did. Like, I might have, you might have heard something which broke your heart, but probably not true. But your heart is broken anyway. So I should apologize for that heartbreak, because I need to mend your heart with my music. And guess what? Famesa is coming for you.
And that's what it is. And the first of it drops on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday we're releasing the video for one of the singles on the album,
Kwabena.
And we're releasing the audio and the video. It's going to be on all download and streaming platforms. So check it out. From Friday, you can start streaming. You can watch the video on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel as well. Share, like, and then all of that.
I would like to ask you this last question before we go. Everybody you seem to have worked with has a tag they place on you. Is that they say Kwabena is ungrateful? Yesterday, I was on a particular platform where the back and forth was going on, about, oh, he's been ungrateful. Every management that you seem to work with seems to have that tag. Oh, as for Kwabena, he's ungrateful. As for Kwabena, you do things for him, and he finds a nice way of exiting or breaching the contract.
That's unfortunate for anybody to say that, because I have never breached any contract in my life.
You didn't breach the one with Logi Entertainment?
No, I've never breached any contract.
He said he called off your concert because you breached it.
I have never breached any contract in my life.
Really?
I have never.
I hear your current manager also has issues with you.
Who?
Yeah, they say he has an Evan name. I've forgotten. Somebody just told me yesterday.
Who?
Yeah, somebody said that you have a new guy who is managing you, and he's also got issues with you.
That's
He
not
has
true.
an Evan name. I'm just, unfortunately, I forgot because somebody just told me yesterday.
Is it?
You don't have any guy around you. Nobody managed you with an Evan name.
No. There's nobody. Anybody I work with, his contract is out. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that gradually these tags are changed.
You know, I'll tell you something, Ms. G. It's sad that people actually are not truthful when it comes to an artist, and maybe see, I really would want people to be very honest and truthful about everything. Sometimes when maybe you feel you've lost out, it doesn't mean you need to destroy somebody. I feel that is where the direction goes. I know how it is to actually work with an artist, and maybe you feel there are some benefits. But everything has a period, and everything has its contract. So when the period elapses, like concerning what you're asking me, when the period elapses and the person has not renewed your contract, what does that mean?
They don't want to work with you anymore. Thank you very much, Kwabena, for coming through our studio.
So
and that we are looking forward to Kwade Day on Friday. It's the first thing to drop in the morning, right?
Yes. First thing to drop in the morning. Check that out on all download platforms.
Okay.
But guess what? You can check out the pre-order link is on my bio on my Instagram. You can check it out. You can click and then you can pre-order, pre-save. Wait for Friday.
Okay. All right. So that's the man Kwabena